Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF. Hope everybody's doing well. It's great to see everybody in chat. What do we got here? Jim's camera at dawn. What's up, Jim? First one in the door. Gary Spikes, what's up, buddy?
Sharon Guy. Good to see you, hon.
Hey, Sharon. I thought I saw...
What do you got?
I did. I did see a putty tat.
As you can tell, we're still getting our shit together.
Northwoods.
Oh, they were talking about what's going on.
Oh, what? We were a minute
Northwood
late?
said someone must be reeling in a fish and didn't realize what time it is.
Almost.
Yeah, earlier.
Earlier, yeah.
Both of us.
Sharon, it's good to see you.
So there y'all are.
2 minutes late, people start freaking out. Silly wabbit. What's up, Nelson?
Bye, you cracking. How you doing, Joe?
Joe, what's up? Sorry, missed you.
I just scrolled back, Jim. I think I see it back on it. I just kicked myself out of chat. Thought I saw Jim. Yep. Jim was the first one in the door.
So, here's
Gary, big hugs. Big hugs.
here's what we're talking about. We said almost, we were talking about fishing today. Stevie was out back and she's fishing. I'm inside. I'm on the computer. My phone rings.
I had to call him. I needed help.
Her. I'm like, oh shit.
I needed help. I can't yell. I could have yelled, but
I'm like, what's up? I got a big one on.
it was in the muck.
Come help me.
I couldn't get it out of the muck. I didn't want the line to break. I didn't want to lose it. I think it felt like it was 10 pounds because of the muck, but it ended up being just over 3.
Oh, it was so weird. It was almost 3 3/4 pounds. It was almost a 4-pound bass.
I didn't get the actual weight.
3.74 pounds.
Okay. So almost 4 pounds.
That's Stevie and her fish. That's a big fish.
That was a big fish.
Yeah, let me even make it bigger.
Wait till you see his. That thing is huge. That was a fun catch.
Then we ordered some Chinese food. Stevie went to go pick it up. I buy, she fly.
I just pulled up to the restaurant, and I'm about to get out of the car, and I see the picture. He sends me a picture of what he caught, and I'm like, oh, no shit. And then I accidentally called him, but then I hung up. He calls me back. I didn't see the weight. I saw, look at the size of that fish compared to his foot. Twice the size of his foot.
And that scale read 4.41 pounds.
See, and I didn't know that. I didn't see that until just a little bit ago. Although I asked you.
Yeah, I called you.
Yeah, I'm saying as far as seeing it.
What's funny is I'll have to take a picture of it. I think I did. I sent it to Michael one day. But
green scum, like, as a muck.
Right outside, we have a wall. And then
you look at me like that.
To the right, there's this big island of weeds. But it's a big island. But there's a narrow path of water that goes through there. And right now there's it's just plant matter, I think, or scum or whatever it is, sitting right on the surface towards the end. And if you cast right on top of that and go real slow with the worm, they'll hit it. It's almost like fishing a frog.
That's where I got mine.
And then later, an hour later, that's where I got mine. So they must just come around and park their asses back there.
Under there, it's probably shady.
It's weird. It's not a big area, but
no.
we've been pulling a lot of fish out of there.
And it's probably somewhat shallow because it's almost near the bank. It's very close to the bank. It's still kind of in that corner, tucked in. I mean, I've pulled little ones out of there. That one by far was the biggest that I've pulled out of there.
That fish, the one I caught, had the hook down. It wasn't in the throat, but it was close to the throat. But it was in the gill, just in the gill flap. It wasn't in the actual gill itself. But I had to stick my whole hand fit down that throat. I mean, I was up to there. I was wrist deep in a bass. I'm not going to create jokes from that.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to run with it.
Not saying
But yeah.
a word.
That's how big that mouth was. John P., what's up? Hi, Tina.
Hey, Tina. John, good to see you guys.
See if I missed anybody.
That's what I was doing, scrolling back.
You know what is you know where. You know what to do.
And you know how to do it.
So yeah, we can't help but fish out here. I mean, like, that's the only reason I bought this place.
I
was for the lake.
get home from work and that's like therapy, you know, after a long, frustrating day, just go out there and cast. And by the time I get home, it seems to be a good time. I do okay, you know.
Oh, there's days we can cast all day and
And
not
not
catch a
catch
damn
anything.
thing.
No,
But then you go out there at certain times and it's just, you know, it's not every cast, but as long as it's one of those casts.
Roger Blair, did we miss you? It's good
What's
to
up,
see
Roger?
you. Miss me?
He says, I'm glad you're catching fish. Who are we?
Yeah, thank you.
I got to figure out where my glasses are.
I kind of looked, but I didn't see them. I didn't look what hurt them.
Wow.
I don't know.
I have a feeling they were on my head because I had two pairs. The brown ones are on here. And the black.
I don't see it, either one. Nope. Those are your sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
And the old Milwaukee can.
Oh yeah.
Last show.
Dented it again.
Again.
For those of you who didn't see it last time, I had this old Milwaukee can.
Fished out of the lake.
I pulled it out of the lake a couple days ago, and it's just amazing the shape it's in. Oh, it's in worse shape now, but
A little dented, but
just
Yeah.
faded.
I don't
clean.
see your glasses at all.
Oh, I'll get up and look. Excuse me a minute, folks.
Yeah, there's days that I can sit out there and catch 2-3 fish. Then days like yesterday were nothing, not a bite, nothing moving. I see gar swimming around a little bit. They don't pay your bait any mind, really. I think they get spooked more than anything.
Yeah, the gar, they don't.
They
They
have
don't-
no interest, really. And tons of turtles. Tons.
There's turtles everywhere. Everywhere, I tell you. We found them. Excuse me.
Sharon says, everyone after the show tonight, go to the comments, scroll over and hit the hype. It's free and it will help this channel out. Thanks, everyone. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't. I guess because the show's live, it doesn't show anything.
The hype,
I don't know what that is.
probably thumbs up or make a comment or just because it is free.
I don't know. I was thinking it was a new feature or something.
Do you guys eat gourd? They are pain butt clean. Gourd? What is? I'm not sure what. Oh, gar.
Gar.
Well, she did correct herself.
She did. I thought.
No, I know how to clean them. I just don't know that I want. I don't know. Are they good to taste? I mean, they're tasty, I should say.
I feel like they're gonna be bony.
No, I know. I've watched the videos and shit on how.
And they're not. They're not bony.
No, you cut you're taking almost like back scraps out. You're doing straps.
Well, yeah. I
the
mean,
foot
they're
side.
small, slender, small, but on the fish.
YouTube has started a hype thing, sends out points. I think, and it helps send to other people.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
I just work here. I don't.
You know. Roger said, I think it's a new feature. I've noticed it a few days now. Tells you how much I'm on.
Tina says my grandpa used to eat them, but I didn't. But
Aaron,
I'll recommend them. Damn it.
Aaron says garballs are delicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll leave that one alone too.
Yeah, I know what she means.
I know.
Gary says, giving my Mitchell one hell of a workout this past few days. Right on, man. Sharon says, I hyped your channel Tuesday night. Right on.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I don't know what the hype thing is.
No idea. It goes to show you how
And
much
thank
we
you for
pay
doing
attention.
it.
We pay attention. Let me go back to Tuesday.
You
There
know,
it is. Okay, hype this video.
let me see.
Be the first. Give points to your. I don't know. Oh. Say hype this video. I'm gonna do it. See what it says. Help your favorite creators get discovered when you hype. Be the first to hype this video. Small creator bonus points applied. Hype 2.3K points. Yeah. Okay. Just did. There's a leaderboard. I don't know. No idea.
It's a competition. It's just another gimmick.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, I hope it helps somebody. Here, it's like, whatever.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yes, thank you. I'm just saying we're not. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but
Sandra Piper, prayers, hon. I hope you feel better. So just stopping by to support. Not feeling well. You're an awesome chat family.
oh, feel better, Sandra. We love you.
We do. For sure.
Want to meet you one day.
Yes.
I mean, we're not that far apart.
Indeed. That would be awesome. Long overdue.
Where is everyone tonight? Says Gary. I don't know.
We're all right here.
They didn't get the hype.
Hey, Val. Good to see you.
What's up, Al?
There's so many other channels live right now.
Are there?
Yeah, few. Oh, Y-Files came out with a new one. Sorry. Look at my notifications.
Told you we're on a Wi-Fi's kick. I enjoy it.
I'm into the UFO ones right now.
What was I listening to? I saw a werewolf one. I didn't
Oh,
check
yeah?
out yet. He doesn't like doing cryptids, Bigfoot or whatever.
Well, he
you
said
know.
that, but he's got like 3 out.
Yeah, out of how many videos he's.
Well, I know, but we started watching tonight while we were eating dinner. What is this? Blood and Myth?
Yeah, it's a documentary. It's called Blood and Myth. It's on.
I
What is
think
it
it's
on?
on Hulu,
Ooh.
I think. Or yeah.
Ryan, what's up? And it's a story about this that takes place in northern Alaska,
Like the most northern tip.
way the fuck up there.
Yeah.
And it's this guy heard about this. It's a documentary this guy's doing. It's an investigation, trying to figure out why this guy would kill his mother and this other guy. And first things when they capture him,
First thing out of his mouth.
talking to the state troopers, is he's talking about these little people and how they got into his head. Like, they're up there where there's nobody up in Alaska up there. Up there, nobody. And
They're what you would consider
like,
true Eskimos. I mean,
but the things that are the little people are like trolls or miniature Bigfoot. I don't even know. Were they ever described as hairy?
No, they're
It's big head, broad shoulders,
matter of fact,
but they're short.
they're tiny.
We got it on pause. We're only about an hour into this.
Hang on a second.
I don't know if they're puck wedgies
No, they're called Inuit,
and you dunk and you
something like that.
yeah. But they're really remote, and he's doing an interview. The guy is talking to the guy who killed his mother and took off and ended up he's using this.
Says it's a category of mythical diminutive beings found in many indigenous Alaskan cultures, such as I can't pronounce the words. Here, read that.
Oh, like I can.
The highlighted blue.
Your scent rot. I don't know how to
It
pronounce
sounded like
these.
they were saying Inuit something. I can't pronounce it, but they're believed to have supernatural powers. They're mischievous, downright evil. They'll kidnap.
Keenan says, were they green with ray guns?
They'll kidnap people. They're thought to live in underground burrows and definitely deep in the forest. Also known, this reads that they're also known for shape shifting and into animals or in inanimate objects.
Rock.
Yes. But there was a picture.
Ryan says a lot of indigenous tribes have stories about the little people. After hearing some of them, I definitely feel there's something to these stories.
That's what one of them.
Hoax, what's up, man?
Somebody drew.
Okay.
They're just like little trolls.
Someone's depiction of one of these little people.
But what was odd was like Moses was saying is that the guy they knew that he had killed his mother and he had taken off and was gone for days. They didn't really go after him right away because there's nowhere to go. So they kind of had the feeling that he's going to be back or we'll know where he's at. Just give it time. It's how desolate it is out there. There's nothing out there.
He was out. Like he left.
Yeah.
He got way the fuck out.
He said the first night he was out there, he had a tent with him. He was in his tent and he could hear what sounded like 20 of them walking outside of his tent, and he can hear talking night after night. They didn't talk to him directly, but he was hearing negative words like inadequate and just different negative words, and I guess directed towards him. He said it was like second or third night he was out looking for water. He just happened to find a stream, and as he's drinking from the stream, he looks up and he sees them up on a berm, and it's the first time he saw them. And for a long time, he describes, and this is his actual words, recording of him talking to the state trooper, that between the state trooper and his lawyer, there's different recordings, but he said they just looked at each other for the longest time, like minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. He just remembers standing there looking at him, and they just disappeared. But we haven't gotten too deep into this documentary. The true story of the actual murders and the crime.
Well, there's only how much time is left?
Well, I can't see that far. 20 minutes, maybe.
14.
So in court, when they brought him to trial,
Caucasian, what's up?
there was no talk or mention of the little people. The jury, anybody involved with the courts didn't believe bringing superstition into the courthouse. It was facts only. The fact that he killed his mother, he attempted to kill the other two in the cabin. I think he did kill another man. The other one survived, but
Yeah, he shot him.
yeah.
When he took off, like I said, he left. This guy went up after killing his mom. The police showed up, and then they came in the room to get him, and he was gone. He went out the back door and was gone. But he went like miles and miles and miles away. They don't even know how he got this far. But he found one of these cabins, a hunter's cabin, and there was food in it and stuff. So he goes in and helps himself, and he's sleeping, and hears voices outside. And these two hunters came to that. It was their cabin, or they were using the cabin, and they came in. He said he was there to work on the cabin. And then they started looking for the satellite phone that he moved somewhere. And as soon as that happened, the guy snapped and ended up shooting one of the guys, or shot them both, actually. Took all their food, took their boat, and just left them stranded.
Heck of a story.
Brian says, personally, I think there's a lot of truth to the Swift Runner story. I don't know what that is. What's up, Danny?
Greetings.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, man?
How you been?
I've been and been some more, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
Good to see you.
It's good to see y'all.
Yeah, how's everything going?
I mean, I had a kitchen fire, and then my disposal decided to break my sink, and that happened within like a couple of weeks of each other. So I'm about ready for a remodel.
I wasn't going to tell anybody I did this, but yesterday, my air conditioner in the window, it's only about 2 years old. I don't know why it was leaking into the house. It was a lot of condensation, and it was leaking down the wall. So I cleaned it out. On the outside of it, and then I'm looking for a drain. There's no drain on this thing. I'm like, why isn't there a fucking drain? Go ahead.
Some of them don't have drains.
No, the newer ones don't. That's what I read.
The fan picks up a little bit of water and throws it up onto the coil, but if it's so humid, it can overrun that whole system, and then
That's what's happened. That's what happened.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put in a drain. I picked the smallest little corner of this thing that I could think of to put a hole through it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, right there.
I think y'all know where this is
As
going.
soon as that fucking drill bit went through, fucking coolant everywhere. I'm like, fuck.
He's like, son of a bitch. I'm in the room, I hear it. I'm just like shaking my head. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Oh, that was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it makes you just want to go put on the pointed hat and just sit in the corner and think about it. I've been there.
Moments like that, I know to stay clear. Just stay away.
No, I laughed about it.
No, he did. I mean, not at first, but that's expected. I mean,
But I had another air conditioner sitting there, so I was like, I'll just put this one in there. But it doesn't work as good as the old one.
nowhere near as
That
good.
did the last one. Yeah, just stupid human tricks,
Human tricks.
Okay, Ryan says, hey, Ryan, by the way, Swift Runner was a Cree fur trader who in 1878 cannibalized his family. When he was brought in for the crime, he proclaimed it was a Wendigo. Okay.
There's a little more to that story. He proclaimed he had been made a Wendigo against his will, and that was there's 2 points. One, if you're going to kill me, do it immediately. Two, if you're not going to do it, don't lock me up for life, because he, in his mind, was a Wendigo. That would just cause him to become more violent and more cannibalistic. I love the story. It's a good one. If you look on Hammerson Peters channel, he's got one of the best narrations of that story I've seen.
Really? I've never heard of it. I thought, well, I guess a Wendigo has the option of changing you into a Wendigo or just fucking eating you. You know?
The little people. Let's cover the little people for a second. There are little people legends the world over. Almost every single culture in existence has stories of little people in the woods, whether they're elves, trolls, goblins, whatever. You know, there's little people.
So, Teddy Kyle Smith is the guy's name that had killed his mother. Said that it was the little people that told him to do it. What's curious about him is it wasn't like he was just some, nobody.
Oh, he was an actor.
He was an actor. He was like the first person from that
village to get out of the village.
Yeah, and to be in a movie and doing commercials, and he was going somewhere, in other words. I mean, he was well known. He was on his way to a huge acting career. And his mother, and this is what I find peculiar, his mother made furs. She made the, what do they call them?
Parkas.
The fur parkas. And when they found her, they were all slit up, cut. I mean, these are extravagant parkas that she would make by hand, well known for it. And those parkas were slashed.
Cut up, yeah.
Yeah. No, what made me think of it is when he said about the fur for the Wendigo.
Dwarf Encounters in southern Ontario. How far away is that from Alaska?
Say that again?
Dwarf Encounters in southern Ontario.
Oh, I don't know.
How far is that from Alaska? That's
Ontario.
Ontario's we're closer to Ontario than Alaska is.
Ontario is around Buffalo, New York. That
oh yeah.
It's the eastern.
Yeah,
I got you.
Province.
Okay.
But it goes really far north too, Ontario.
It was. Tina said, "I wonder what movie he was in." It was something about ice.
On the ice.
On the ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was a native movie. I'm getting texts. I'm getting messages. What's going on here? So I told you guys that my sister was going to try keto.
That can have amazing effects on some people. It depends on how they respond to that particular style of diet.
Sure. She just said day 4, going strong, no sugar or carbs, feeling good. Smiley face.
That's cool.
Tell her to eat another steak. She'll do great.
Right on. Keep it up.
Damn, Jim. Storm came through. The temp went from 80 to 64.
Jeez.
I wish.
I'm still trying to figure out what. Harold says that Christy and him were out by a cemetery and they got a possible picture of a juvenile Bigfoot in the woods near their van. So he's going to put that video up soon. Not necessarily today, but soon.
Dropped my phone.
Yeah, there's a lot of I know about those, all the different little people stories. I mean, there's like, where is it, Sweden or one of those countries over there? Like they'll put highways. If there's a rock in the road and it's believed to belong to the Fae or whatever, they'll build the highway around it. They won't touch it.
Don't mess with the Fae.
No.
Whether it's unseelie or seelie, do not mess with the Fae. There is no good that can come from it.
And that's kind of what the way they describe the Alaskan little people, that they're just up to no good either way. Don't mess with them. Matter of fact, I think it was the guy's sister or somebody, one of the family members, was on there and being interviewed, and she's like, we were taught growing up not to talk about them because it will draw them in. And when she said it, she looked terrified.
She did. She just looked scared shit.
That was no acting. She looked scared when she said it, and then she just kind of went quiet. And for dramatic effect, they lingered. But the look on her face as she was saying it, she was just like, yeah, you could tell she was scared. She was nervous about it.
Pammy says, I'm printing off recipes. I'm enjoying the challenge.
That's cool.
Right.
You can get creative with it.
And the other one was Richie, I don't give a shit about football. Sorry, Rich. He's sending me a score. Cowboys and somebody. Ben T, what's up? He says elemental spirits are supposedly nasty. Oh, it's probably because around us they're always in defense mode.
Just consider this: when nature moves, you don't necessarily understand its purpose, and it's almost always detrimental to the human condition. So if you're messing with elemental spirits and they do something, it's most likely going to harm people around, because that would represent itself, or rather present itself, in the imagery of a flood or an earthquake or volcano or forest fire or a freaking herd stampede. Can you imagine if Mother Nature flexed her will and it was a bunch of freaking tumbleweeds?
I've seen that.
Yeah, it happens. There's small towns out in the west that get shut down by tumbleweeds about once a year. They have these like snowplow type things that are built on snowplows, but they're not snowplows. They're for shredding up the tumbleweeds.
Yeah, a lot of the tumbleweeds are Russian sage.
They are Russian sage. Almost all of them.
Yeah.
And they're invasive as hell. I think we should use them to make paper. I mean, they grow absolutely everywhere. So,
yeah, they should, use that resource. Why not?
It's a little annoying. But then again, if you look at it this way, at the turn of the 19th century, there were something in the neighborhood of like 2,000 types of tomatoes. Here we are at the turn of the 21st century, 25 years in, and there's like 7 largely available tomatoes, and there's a few hundred heirloom varieties that have been kept around. But in order to find that 3,000 types of tomatoes, you have to leave the cities and go off grid. You got to go find the people that kept those tomatoes and that grew those tomatoes.
Sure. Yeah, because all the, as you said, heirloom tomatoes, those are traditional ones that aren't fucking GMO'd.
Oh, well, the modern tomato that you buy at your grocery store, there's only 3 types that can handle the packing, the picking, the shipping, all of that stuff, and come out the other end looking like a tomato. You try that with like a purple Cherokee. See what you get. You get mush when it come out the other end of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do tomatoes too often.
Florida tomatoes are shit. They're mush. They're mealy. They're not good at all. I don't like them.
You need a Georgia tomato. Some of that red clay will get it going. Promise you.
Anything outside of the sand in Florida.
Dude, here, tomatoes are so tart. They're so acidic that they'll make you pucker your mouth like a lemon when you bite into it. It's like,
I
Tomatoes
remember
aren't supposed to be like that.
Northern Virginia, my grandfather's
true.
garden, picking out, big, huge tomatoes and just taking a bite out of it and then grabbing the salt shaker,
Like that.
Yeah.
tomatoes. Just to be clear, I don't like tomatoes, but I know what it looks like when someone's enjoying a tomato.
Jim knows what he's talking about right there.
Jersey tomatoes.
tomatoes.
I've heard that actually. I've heard that Jersey has some of the best tomatoes on earth. That they're not huge, but they're so flavorful that it just makes you wonder why you eat the dirt that you have at home.
I miss a good tomato sandwich.
We grew tomatoes when I was a kid. I'd seen tomato plants growing that were the way it was set up. It was just they were 8 foot tall, but they were on a rope, and it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
Have you ever seen a tree tomato?
No.
So a tree tomato is or sometimes called a tomato tree, of course, it's just a tomato. Don't be confused. It's just a tomato, but it has triple mutation in the vine. They're sometimes called giant Italian tomatoes, and they'll grow 30 feet tall. That vine will grow 30 feet long if you let it.
Really?
And it'll make a tomato off of every single little leaf joint. And if you the ones it makes, if you just get rid of all of them that get damaged and just leave like 6 or 7 on the whole vine, you'll end up with tomatoes as big as your freaking head. They're ginormous, bro.
Jim makes a good point. He said New Jersey is called the Garden State for a good reason.
It is.
And
it depends where you go. I mean, they're like down towards Pine Barrens or into Pine Barrens, the soil's has more tannin in it because there's so many pine trees. Even the rivers that run through the Pine Barrens, you can see they look like tea because of the tannin.
I'm in Blackwater, Georgia, over here.
Right,
So
when Rose was a kid, the Grand Canyon was a small hole in the ground.
Who said that?
Ryan Trumbull.
What you talking about?
It was a puddle.
he says you're old.
I had to pee somewhere.
Well,
How do you think that started? Flow of water. I know.
no. Not at all.
Oh, the Brady Bunch got to the damn Grand Canyon before I did.
Jay Fritz,
Mr. Fritz, what's going on, Jay?
how you doing?
Big boys. He's like, hello, big boys.
Doing all right, Jay?
So how's your channel going, man?
I've kind of changed gears from doing a lot of shorts. I've been producing for a bunch of different channels, doing voice work on some channels, just clipping clips for other channels, just
Sure.
helping, I guess.
I know. Yeah, I have to get back to doing shorts.
Shorts is a really good way to expand your viewers, your subscribers, but not necessarily your viewers. I have not had a whole lot of transition from shorts to live streaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how it would affect. I know you get more views, but and subscribers, but
if you get the views, you will get subscribers. But the thing is, these subscribers don't watch live streams.
Yeah,
Usually don't even watch anything over a 5-minute video.
Yeah.
So
no, there's so many things. In my mind, I just think people get bored of alligators. Like how many? Or seriously, what else am I gonna be? I got turtles.
Yeah, dude. I started mine by telling jokes. I literally went on Google and looked up every joke that was within terms of service and just I do have the ability to tell a joke, which I didn't know at the time. I didn't realize that it was a talent to be able to just tell a joke. I thought anyone could do that. You just read the words and
no.
it's a joke.
Just presentation, timing, everything. It's
Sure, I know that now. Now I realize what was the magic of what I was doing was the fact that I do have the ability to spin a yarn, to tell a joke, you know, to have it land and to do the timing. My timing is absolutely flawless, but I mean, I kind of screw up other parts of it, but my timing is usually spot on.
they don't get the joke by the time it's done, but Jay, how you doing, man? You doing good? Yeah, I don't know. I want to grow, but I'm gonna have to grow like next year. I'm gonna have to make some do some raised boxes because the soil here is so sandy. I'm gonna
Yes.
I'll make up my own soil.
I would kind of prefer sandy soil to start with. I live in red clay. Like everywhere here, you can't pour water on the ground; it'll just run away. It doesn't soak into nothing. And on top of that, I'm in a swamp, so it's already saturated.
Sure.
You poke your finger in the ground and water comes out. So trying to grow something here is kind of challenging. Has its own challenge. It's like trying to grow in terracotta. I'll be honest.
Well, no, I've experienced that red clay in Alabama, actually.
I have a super pro tip. If anybody is stuck dealing with red clay and they want a garden, you want 1 part of red clay for 1 part of perlite and 1 part of vermiculite. Mix that. Once you get it, and it is hard to mix. It is not going to willingly. You've got to beat it into submission to get it mixed up. But once you get it mixed up, you can then add stuff like black cow and fertilizer and stuff. But the thing is, the roots can actually grow through it. Otherwise, you're dealing with terracotta. I swear to God, it's just a pot.
Vermiculite's pretty cool because they actually heat. They take the rock and they heat it, superheat it until it explodes. And that's how they get the vermiculite in those small pieces for the soil. But it takes a lot of time. It's like a ridiculous temperature, like 1,500 degrees or something to get it to pop.
Yep, it's like pop rocks.
Yeah.
For a while there, I haven't seen it in a long time, but we used to be able to get slag cotton. It's like slag wool. I don't know. It was called slag cotton is what the package that we got, but it's basically just a steel slag that's been somehow blown into a cotton form. It was once used for like insulation and stuff, but apparently it grows mold or some shit. But we used it as like when you got a pot with big holes in the bottom, you lay the wool cotton down on top of the holes and it keeps the dirt from washing out so fast.
Sure.
That kind of stuff. And I don't know to the veracity of this, but the guy that I found out about this from swore that it was slam full of every micronutrient a plant could possibly need. So if the roots can make it to that cotton wool, that slag cotton, any metallic or chromium, anything at all, it's in there. And I was like, that's weird, man. That's just really weird. I mean, it's a byproduct of steel production, and you're growing your tomatoes in it. I'm a little confused.
Well, I mean, the slag is what's left over as far as when after smelting. You know, you pour off your refined metal, and you get the crap is all slag. I mean, I know this from when I lived in Arizona. We lived near we had 2 slag piles in town that were huge from copper mining. But it would make sense that all those other metals would be in there.
Yeah.
There was a story of a teacher in Cottonwood that would go into this one slag pile, and he would just go in with empty buckets and come out with the slag. He'd go home and pulverize it and refine it again. And supposedly he got enough gold out of there to put his kids through college over the years.
It doesn't take a lot, to be honest. This part of Georgia that I'm in doesn't really have big rocks. You got to go about 25 miles north to find anything bigger than a pebble, and that'll be granite, right? You go south, there's not even pebbles. If there's a rock south of here, it's because a man picked it up and carried it there.
Yeah, there's no rocks down here either.
Y'all end up with like bits of coral in weird places.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Shells.
Shell beds. There's no
Rocks.
rock.
No igneous
Buy
rocks.
'em.
Huh?
Not unless you buy them.
Yeah, we got rocks in the garden, but that's from the store.
Yes. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's all sugar sand. What,
Big
300 feet deep?
What was that about sugar sand?
It's where you're at. Anywhere much further south of here, you run into sugar sand. I swear it looks just like salt when you pour it out.
I've experienced the sugar sand in the Gulf. Here,
Yeah,
we're in Central Florida.
It's all over on
It's
the Gulf.
still a fine sand, but it's not like white.
The sand,
Although that's bullshit, because if we go through the Ocala National Forest, all those roads are white. Basically,
But that's because there's no. What's making it not white is the detritus from the leaves and things that have died in it. The humus, the
Yeah,
organic matter. The roads have been scraped, and so there's none of that there. And there's what look like freaking blinding moonlight, don't they? Look like a great silver snake crawling across the state.
Jim says, "You want rocks? I'll bring you rocks, Mugs."
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I'll just come up there. Jim. I didn't hear you.
So people who don't have rocks want rocks, but people who have rocks don't want them.
No,
Give them away.
they pose their problems. It's great digging holes down here.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Not really. There's a limit there too. If you dig a hole too deep, it just collapses in.
Yeah, but and then you hit water.
yeah, eventually.
Whereas up here, I could dig a hole 30 foot deep and it'll support itself because it's that
You
much
can
clay.
go to well.
Yeah, I could just dig 8-inch well with a pair of post hole diggers if the handle's long enough. You were talking about the tannin water. You know, there's a double handful of what are called black water swamps up and down the East Coast. Most of these black water swamps, before you actually get into the black water, you come through an area where the water's red. And that's usually from like oak leaves or hickory leaves or something along those lines. Pine needles actually render the water really, really dark.
Yeah.
Like way darker than oak leaves. And that's the kind of swamp water we've got here is like super acidic, super
It's like,
duper.
it looks like tea.
This is like coffee, man. It's dark. It's black water. It's darker than your high CP that you find down in the Okefenokee.
Well, thank you.
You got it?
Yeah, I almost didn't. Like, wait.
Jay, I just wanted to put this up. Jay says, well, Janet's mother fell
Broke her
and
hip.
broke her hip. 99 years young. Had to put her in nursing home day by day, and my foot
My feet
hurt.
hurt.
Oh, feet. Okay.
Don't want to bring conversation down. All's good.
Apparently, it's not all good,
It's
Jay.
not. And prayers for you,
Yes.
Janet, and her mother.
Hope your feet feel
Much
better.
All three of you. All three of
Your
you.
mom feels better.
99 years. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm sorry that she took a fall. That's horrible. But
She's young. She'll bounce back.
Yep.
Anywho. Isn't there some song, Dark Water or Blackwater? Blackwater, it's Doobie Brothers.
Black water, keep on rolling.
Yeah. It's a good song, too.
oh, it's a great song.
They did a during COVID. They did a remote,
that was awesome.
a remote podcast where all the musicians were at different studios or at their house
They
or
were all
whatever because
home,
everybody was
Quarantine.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Question.
did that. Yes,
If they were all in different studios, is it possible they did that live? Because the lag across that
I
distance.
know. I thought about that too. So.
Okay. All right, go ahead. My bad.
No, I thought about that too. It wasn't live, I guess, but I'm sure they had to edit it,
They
But-
recorded.
but it was cool, and they did a great job on it.
That was
Because
awesome.
I thought about that too, as far as shit.
Well,
we get a lag sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The only reason it made my eyebrow crawl across my head was I've tried stuff like that, doing like karaoke type stuff, and it's impossible to sync me with someone else that's right around the corner over here. There's no chance a guy in California, a dude in Georgia, a dude in Ontario,
Yeah.
another one in Florida.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't give it. There is no way.
However, they did it. The end product looked good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is like I had this guy that was talking about trying to do a karaoke night thing. I was like, okay, so here's one of the things you're going to have to do. You have to make sure each person has the capability of playing their own music where you can hear it through StreamYard, because you can sync with your own computer, but you can't do it with your computer.
No,
Over here, it doesn't work.
we know somebody who does karaoke,
They do.
has a channel,
They do live.
but they're doing it
karaoke.
on like Twitch or something. And I don't know that they have that problem of
Well,
that being
one of the-
unsynchronous.
One of the reasons StreamYard has this issue is it's more interested in vocal fidelity than it is musical fidelity. And so it has a slightly different algorithm associated with clarity and whatnot, like background noise reduction and that kind of stuff. For the most part, StreamYard picks up music as background noise. So if you're going to play music or anything that has music in StreamYard, you need to set it up on a separate line coming in for its own integrity. Then you can work with it. If you don't, it'll always sound like it's coming out of a little box somewhere.
Gotcha.
And I've got some sound gear over here on my computer that I've used to bang my head against that particular problem. And that's the only answer I've come up with is 2 computers.
Real quick. Sharon says, Ryan, I didn't want to say anything here, but I believe you have been hacked. Some guys by the name of Anthony Silsky is pretending to be you
And some
and some
other.
other chats.
He's a shit
He's
starter.
a shit starter. Ryan, he is out to make trouble for you. Just wanted to give you the heads up. Be careful, man. Sharon, good looking out.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to give her a participation trophy. Congratulations.
Danny says, I'm leaving at 10 tonight. Our boy Jason from BMR is going to be on Fade to Black tonight with Jimmy Church. Never heard of it.
Jim says Jimmy will be talking about himself for the first 30 minutes.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I'm so out of touch with YouTube. I listen to stuff like Y-Files or, just background noise, basically.
Well, my main form of entertainment is YouTube.
It is myself, but as far as lives, I can't catch them.
No, I don't watch a lot of lives.
I don't either.
I get up every morning and I'll go live with Jim.
Yeah.
Jim's camera at dawn is live every morning. So I'll make my coffee and I'll sit here and for a few minutes, but then I have to get ready for work. And if there's only 3 people there and you're one of them and you type and he starts talking, I can't walk away. I walk away and he starts talking. I'm like, shit, what is he saying? I can't hear him. He's got to be talking to me because there's no one there.
That's how it is when I'm at work and I have him playing in the background, and I'll type something and then I'll get distracted by somebody will walk in and start talking to me, and then I hear Jim over on the counter and I'm like, damn it, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Ryan says, Sharon, whoa, where did you see this? Can you send me some screenshots?
Danny says, usually Jim's saying bye when I get up.
There's mornings I get up, he's been done an hour. Got a chance to sleep in.
Yeah, this morning I had computer problems. I couldn't listen. I couldn't listen. I kept trying to, but then I'm on the phone with IT, and I ended up 40 minutes it took me to get logged in this morning. Oh no, one of the busiest mornings of ever. It was frustrating, but I'm sitting there talking to him, and all of a sudden I can't listen. I feel bad. I don't even think I said bye.
Jim's just like laughing over there.
But yeah, I don't listen to a lot of live shows. I can't catch them. I usually can't.
Lately we end up having dinner late, so I'm not.
We'll throw
we'll
something
throw
on
something
TV.
on TV, Netflix or whatever, and like tonight it was this Little People in Alaska one.
Blood and Myth. That's what it's called.
And then I'll go on for a little while again after that. But with me, it's just when you jump in the chat,
you got to say hi to everybody.
A lot of people, I see people just jump in, hey everybody, and that's it. They don't say hi individually. But if you say hi to me, I'm going to say hi to you.
Yeah, it's polite to do so, I think. It gets to be a lot. It really
It
does.
gets to be a very lot sometimes.
But yeah, but then but after that, unless I continue talking, nobody will keep commenting. It's just all their pleasantries and
Right.
move along.
Damn, Jim. He said I did a load of clothes, had my coffee, and watched 3 programs before the live started. You were up early.
Coffee.
I know, right?
I love coffee.
How long y'all gonna be live? I got long enough to make a cup of coffee.
You sure do.
Well, are you brewing it or is it an instant? No,
We
got another hour.
I'm a basic B. It's just one of them Keurig cups.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
You got plenty. Jim said 3 a.m.
Why, man? Why?
I know, right?
If I'm up at 3 a.m., it's because I have to go to the bathroom.
Yes. But then I get up.
Or I'm cramping or something.
And I've said it many times on here. If I get up, I'm up. It's the hassle of having to get up, put my legs on.
Yeah, I get it. I take that.
I can't do that
granted.
that sleepy stagger to the bathroom. It doesn't happen for me anymore.
Ryan, check your messages.
There you go. Good looking out, Sharon.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of that
I'm
going
glad
around.
you did that. I'm glad you did it here.
Yeah.
Just Hopefully somebody sees that and goes, oh, let's
Matter
not
of
fuck
fact,
around over there.
I was gonna reach out to somebody about
Ben
something
T
like
says
that.
3 a.m. No wiki.
I hate it when I wake up 20 minutes before my alarm goes off.
Went to sleep at 11, so woke up 4 hours later. Sharon says Stevie B. That got to be bad. It scrolled and I was reading
It's
one
gotta
and
be
it changed
bad
into the other one.
when you're asleep.
I always wake up 4 hours after I go to sleep. Jim. Damn. The other night, actually, I was really tired and I actually went to bed like at 9 o'clock.
I think we both did. I was soon after, that's for sure. Before 10, I was in bed.
Usually I don't go to bed before 10. Usually it's like 11, 12.
That was a long, hot day, I think. I think that's the day you cut the grass, wasn't it? I know you did a lot that day. I can't remember what.
Richie said I hacked Miss 3PO, Jim Cameron, Mogs, and Sharon Guy in 20 minutes. LIB, what's up? He says, a Sicilian man, the worst part is an impasta. Oh, seriously though, you can't stand those
Weirdos with no lives. The
weirdos.
ones that start shit starters.
There's a lot of them out there, but just like I wonder if they're paid to cause shit because of they're either political or racist. Just like the riots, those pallets of bricks.
Oh,
those
yeah.
pallets of bricks
That
don't
just
show
magically
up.
appeared on
you
the
know.
corner, on every corner. What it do?
All those paid
What's up,
protesters. Karen, how are you?
Hey, Karen.
Yes, I do believe I that those people are paid. I said that about it. I thought that about a neighbor recently. Before the elections, this person had so many friggin' Biden shit on their
Yes.
car or on their house, and I was like, "Come on, dude, really?"
Are they paying you?
That's what I thought.
Well, if you knew the neighbor, you'd
You
think the same. You definitely would think the same.
indeed.
NT, good to see you. Miss and disinfo people making them gains.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them out there.
Oh, yeah.
No, because it seems like a certain age bracket, certain generation, put it that way. Not ours. And it seems like it's been political or more racist, which is just stupid.
Sorry, I'm reading.
Hey, coffee. Mine's almost iced coffee now, but
Well, whatever you got to do to sleep at night, man.
yeah, I only do 1 cup now, like at night. I used to like get up, make another one, but now, no, I want to sleep at night.
It doesn't seem to have that effect on me. For like the time period that I'm drinking it, 20 minutes after I drink it, I'm asleep. If that's what I'm doing, I'm sleeping.
It affects me more at night than like I could sit and drink a pot of coffee in the morning and take a nap. No problem. So it affects me more at night for some reason. Ben, what's up?
Well, now it depends on how much coffee I've been drinking too. So, like, if I haven't had any coffee in a couple of few days or a week, it's liable to twig me out pretty good. But
No doubt. Never thought of having to take a tolerance breakup from coffee.
no, it's not like that. I mean, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't want anything but a cup of coffee. Like, everyone shut up. You sit down. Stop throwing the Legos. Everybody chill. I'm drinking a cup of coffee. As soon as the coffee's done, you can go back to your madness. I don't mind. Let me finish this. Other times, I might go 2 or 3 weeks without drinking a cup of coffee.
Can't do it.
I think at this point, if I don't have coffee, I'll get that caffeine headache. You know,
Sure.
I've noticed that.
Lack of caffeine.
Yes.
Headache.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if there's anything on earth that I'm planning on doing at all, I'll wake up and have a cup of coffee. But if I'm not going to be doing something almost immediately after my coffee, hard pass.
I read somewhere recently that, and this was probably, I probably didn't read it. I probably saw it on a short. Someone had mentioned if you drink a cup of coffee, just your standard cup of coffee, and then lay back down, you'll wake up refreshed. You know, you wake up tired in the morning
Yeah, but then I hear don't drink a cup of coffee
for 90 minutes.
90 minutes after you get up.
But that's the
wait
heat
90.
from midday lag.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
get that crash
That
in the
crash
afternoon.
in the afternoon.
Supposedly you won't get it if you wait 90 minutes to have your first cup.
And either way, I've tried both, and I don't know
Who the fuck
because
is 90 minutes? Wait, it's time to wait 90 minutes.
well, me, if I'm running late and don't have time to make a cup, I have to stop on the way into work to get it. The closest place near the office is where I go, so I can see that being 90 minutes before I have a cup of coffee. I've done that, but I don't know how true it is. I mean, I tend to think you get something in your head, and psychologically, you know, is it that effect, or is it true to does it work? I think it could
Yeah,
be
it's definitely
psychological.
psychological. You know, like I said, if I've got something I'm planning on doing, I don't care if it's at 1 o'clock that afternoon. When I wake up, I'm going to drink a cup of coffee.
Well, that whole thing about drinking a cup of coffee and going back, laying back down, I did that a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. I got up, had coffee, and then was just still dragging ass. I had a good hour, 45 minutes to an hour before I had to actually be up and start getting ready for work. I laid back down. I got back up. I felt I wasn't tired. I didn't feel tired at all.
How long did you lay down for?
About 45 minutes to an hour in between that. Almost an hour.
So many moons ago, I worked with a guy who was an absolute coffee fiend. Like, homeboy kept instant coffee packs in his freaking toolbox, right? Like, he always had coffee. And we were working in this place down in South Georgia, staying at this hotel, and the hotel had like this I guess you'd call it a gift shop, but it had all of the basic hotel stuff in there, coffee and various whatnots. And he went in and bought some of the coffees, took them back to his room, and for the next 2 days, he was an absolute monster. I mean, he was untenable. Nobody could work with him. He was just freaking out for no reason at all. And on the third day of this taking place, he calls me to his room, and I walk in. He's standing there with his big old mug of coffee, and I looked over, and every one of the wrappers was decaffeinated. And I was like, dude, don't say anything. I'll be right back. I went and got some Waffle House dark roast in a big cup, and I walked up and grabbed his cup and just dumped it in the freaking bathtub, and then filled his big thermos thing up full of hot, black, raunchy coffee. Stop drinking dirty water. It makes you testy. 2 swallows into that. I'm not even joking. This is the sign of a full-blown addict. He was like, sip. Do you remember why I called you in here? No, sir, you never told me, but I don't want to know.
One of my maintenance guys at work carries that big 7-Eleven big gulp thermos, the huge bucket looking, and that's full of coffee every day. He drinks one of those full of coffee, and he's not drinking just regular coffee. He's drinking Colombian, and it's true Colombian. His wife brings it back when she goes home. Yeah,
you
so it's that drink a half a cup and you're wired for the whole day.
Yeah,
He drinks
he's
a bucket
bougie.
of it.
Me. I respect that, bro. You like the coffee you like, and screw what everyone else wants, right?
Right?
Well, I use more instant than I should. Like, I mean, I'll brew a pot, but lately just instant's more convenient.
It's more convenient.
And normally it's like, oh, this is a bigger cup, so I always drop like 2 tablespoons in there. Probably only needs 1, but
Yeah, you always like your coffee stronger.
You ever wonder what those crystals were in the Folgers?
never gave it much thought.
I always wondered what those crystals were in the Folgers.
They do kind of shine like vermiculite. They have that little look to it.
Yeah, sure, but it vermiculite don't dissolve. This stuff dissolves in water before the coffee does. What is it? Is it straight caffeine? What are we talking about here? Why are there Folgers crystals and who made them?
Where did they come from?
I just happen to have it on fairly good authority that there are no crystals in coffee beans.
No.
So I'm curious.
That Colombian coffee, then it's
Colombian coffee be dark like a black hole, man.
Ben T says I have free coffee at work. I drink no more than 1 cup a day.
You need better coffee, sir.
Tina
Doesn't matter if
says,
it's free if it
instant
sucks.
coffee has greatly improved. Jay says another great place to eat. Mary's Country Kitchen. No clue how to get there. I didn't drive. LOL. I've heard about that place, Jay.
Where is that? Is
What?
that up there by Leesburg?
I just talked to somebody. There's going to be a new restaurant opening in Umatilla, somewhere over by the Burger King in that area. I think it's going to be a burger wing joint. But like fresh wings, like they'll tell you when it's on the menu, is it's going to take 25 minutes to cook wings because they're cooking from raw. So because all these other restaurants you go to, they're pre-cooked. Yeah, it's the kid that works at the fuel dock works at this restaurant too. He shucks oysters, and bartends. His manager is leaving to go open up this place with this guy, and it's in Umatilla. He said, "Way cool."
What's
I
up,
just
Chance?
heard that today. Chance, what's happening?
Ben, I know I said hi in chat.
Nostalgic Hot Blast.
But saying hi to Ben.
I'm gonna keep cleaning these damn things. I keep just missing that one little spot.
Val says my son started drinking mushroom coffee. How is that? I see ads for it all the time.
It's not coffee
I've seen
though.
a couple of people drinking on that stuff, and
I just can't imagine it tasting good.
I'm curious about the really good methylene blue.
Yes, I'm hearing a lot about
curious
it.
about that. I just want to, freak her out. Forget the flush and the water's
Oh,
blue.
jeez.
Oh no, it's a toilet cleaner.
It's a cleaner.
This methylene blue was a fabric dye that they found
They use it in a lot of different ways.
had some good medicinal purposes.
Well, when I look into it and I see ads and it says no formaldehyde, 0 formaldehyde, I'm like, wait, what? What?
Had to list that.
is that something we're having to make a note of? Is that because there's formaldehyde and everything else, and they just don't tell us? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
right. Like weird.
I don't know about McDonald's, but I can tell you that about 6 months ago, our local Waffle House changed out their coffee makers, like the whole units, like the triple units they got. or whatever they are, quadruple units. And now their coffee sucks.
It's not seasoned.
I
It's a
don't
new
know. It's been there for 6 months, bro. How long it take to season? It's a Waffle House. Shot one.
This
I got a
is
joke
true. It's a
for you.
Waffle House, so
It's probably seasoned after the first shift. I got a joke for you.
what's up, Wendell? Go ahead.
Why does Waffle House staff use an ice pick to flip waffles?
Why?
Because a bulletproof vest doesn't stop an ice pick.
Hold on one second. Sorry. My my ex-wife used to manage a Waffle House in Apache Junction, Arizona. That's where the Superstition Mountains start. It's weird. Like they're not allowed to use spatulas for their eggs, and like they have weird rules, and it's Waffle House. Yeah, Tina says the old pots were seasoned.
All I know is now the only coffee I'm willing to drink from up there is the dark roast blend they have. And even it tastes a little weak sometimes. I think their pots are a little bigger.
David, good to see you. NAC. Jay prefers Arabian over Colombian.
Well, if you like earthy tones, that works.
Waffle House is gross and fake. No, it's real.
It's real, and they're strapped.
It's real.
Could be a little gross, you know.
Went to Waffle House with
Depends on
Jay
the
and
hood.
thought he was going to freeze to death. Oh, both of us actually. It was so damn cold in that place. Teeth chattering cold.
Arabica, not Arabian.
Arabica beans.
I don't know.
Arabica.
Maybe he is getting Arabian. I went with it. I was like, it sounded right. But now what Tina says sounds more right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to this after the show. And we are going to turn this documentary back on.
Finish watching it.
I was expecting it to be a Bigfoot thing. And when they described it, and it's a big head, broad shoulders, and they were short, I was like, what? Wait, what? See, I wasn't expecting that to come out. I'm shaking my head going, yeah, and they're tall and blah, blah, blah. And no, it said short.
It was every description of what typically you would hear about a Sasquatch, except for tiny little people.
Yeah.
But I was in the bathroom right before the show, and it was still playing, and I heard something where archaeologists went out on some of the land out there and ran into what looked like housing for little people.
Little buildings, little houses.
Structures, square.
But they were made out of stone where like the natives or the locals would use like tundra
Right.
to build a shelter, and these were made out of stone. And that's kind of where we're at. We just paused
That's
it like
where
there.
we paused it.
So that's why I'm like, oh, looking forward to getting back to this. Really?
Hey, Greg.
What's going on, Greg? He says, have you ever been to in Waffle House and asked for the extended menu? That's a thing. They will give you a menu with a lot more things on it.
Well, I know that one sheet menu they have front and back. Last time I was in there, it looked like a lot were missing because I know they sell pork chops.
Yeah,
Not that I would ever order that, but I noticed it wasn't on the menu, but they still offer it. So I can see there being like an extended menu, like a full menu opposed to the.
Well, that's
sheet.
like the In-N-Out Burger, or one of those has it's an off menu.
Huh.
Like you can ask for shit animal style or whatever, and it comes with like what?
I was waving to Sharon in chat.
Oh.
She said,
We were like,
Yeah, it comes different. Like it might have sauteed mushrooms and onions with it, or there's that off menu thing. I hate when they do that shit. If you don't know about it,
right. You feel like
see
you're
some
missing
guy
out.
walk by and you're like, oh, that looks good. What the fuck is that on the menu?
Right.
You're looking up. 20 minutes after you eat it, yeah, you're gonna visit the bathroom. Talking about the Waffle House.
I've never had a problem.
I've
I
only eaten Waffle House
A handful
maybe
of times.
Yeah, but and probably have like I can count on one hand and still have a finger left.
I've been there a few times over the years. The last time I was there was with Jay. That was the last time I've been in a Waffle House, but I kind of like it occasionally.
so I'm in a small town, and between the hours of like midnight, 6 a.m., there ain't nothing open in this town but the Waffle House. So if you're awake between those hours, and I used to work a lot of night shift, and on my days off, I couldn't just sit around at the house with a whole heap of sleeping people sitting around me, and I'm in there laughing my ass off at a movie or something, and that doesn't work. So I'd go down to the Waffle House, sit and drink coffee until it was time for me to go to bed.
See, here in Florida, if that's how you know how bad the hurricanes are. If
Yep.
Waffle House closes, you
It's
know
gotta
you're
be
fucked. You know you're fucked. If Waffle House closes,
You're
And a
in
hurricane's
for a bad hurricane.
oh yeah,
Let me
you better
tell you,
run.
when Helene come through here last year, I think it was last year, it landed a Ford Focus in the power lines outside the Waffle House, and it shut down the power to the Waffle House. They didn't close. Within an hour and a half, they had a crew there with a generator hooked up to the power leads, and that place was
That's
in
what I'm saying.
business.
They don't close, so if they close because of a hurricane, you need to get the hell out of here. It's bad. It's going to be bad if Waffle House shuts down.
Jim said the Waffle House gets better the further south you go. Richie's like, I've tried them in Tennessee, Kentucky, blah, blah, blah. They
They
all
all
suck.
suck.
Sharon, I hope you feel better.
Yes,
She says, I had my nerve endings burnt in my leg today to try and help with the pain. I felt everything, even though I was
that
sedated.
sucks. That sucks. I hope it gets better quick.
Prayers.
I feel like Homeboy might have a soy allergy. Waffle House uses soy oil, yeah, for their.
Really.
You can request things to be cooked in butter, but for the most part, it's cooked in soy oil, peanut oil, one of those.
Northwood says, I can get along fine with my ex as long as she's nowhere near me.
Generally get along with my exes. I mean, in most cases, we separated for very good reasons. So, and we both agreed it was very good reasons.
I haven't spoken to my ex in years now. Oh no, I think I dropped her when Lucy died. I sent her a message.
Well, my ex Alex is in chat a lot. Well, has been.
And when my dad died.
He might be watching right now. We get along great. He's a good guy. I was young. Shit happens.
No, Alex is cool.
Yeah.
Alex is very cool.
He's good people.
First time I met him, we were fishing in the church parking lot, and he was coming to meet her and say hi. And I'm fishing, and he pulls in and he parks, and she's standing over there.
I started walking towards him,
And all of a sudden, you hear him yell out, "You didn't tell me Russell was Mogs."
I've been told. I talked to him, he knew all about him in the show, and I only referred to him as Russell. And then he put two and two together once he saw him. He was
all excited to meet me. I was like, "Whoa,
it
what's
me
up?"
out. We died laughing. I mean, that was a long time that I had talked about you to him, but I always referred to you as Russell. You didn't tell me Russell was Mogs. That was funny.
Rich, you don't start talking bad to people. Be nice. Saying they don't know food.
Good food, then.
Fucking New Yorkers think they know it all.
He just said, "No, Richie, you don't know."
Jay says my ex's picture. My ex's picture is in the Webster Dictionary for the meaning of witch. You look up witch, and there she is.
No one said it was good food, Richie. No one even said it was food in the first place. We were just talking about somewhere to drink coffee at 3 a.m.
If you think Waffle House is good food, then you're nuts. Palates vary.
Right?
They used to have this thing up there called a Burt's Burger. Anybody remember that one?
No.
It was a chili burger. It was a chili cheeseburger, basically. It was like Burt's Chili on the Angus burger with the whole freaking garden thrown at it. The damn thing was this tall and the messiest thing you ever saw.
Hold on.
Jim says, "All this talk about coffee, I gotta go make some." Jim, you're
Right.
gonna be up all night. You gonna be up all night, Jim?
Now I've been looking. Ben says he tried to come on, but
Oh, I
I didn't see anybody backstage. I've been fucking watching.
anything.
Greg says it's awesome at 3 a.m. and you're finished with 2 pints of bourbon. Jim's got to go make coffee. Sorry, dude. I'm not trying to,
I said, Jim,
keep everybody up tonight.
Jim's gonna be up all night. He'll go live at 4. Pre-dawn.
See, and that's another thing. You can go to a Waffle House completely smashed and sit at the end of the counter and just drool on yourself, and they don't care. That's way better than the other drunk people who show up and start trying to like cook.
Well, when I was doing like the bar scene, a lot of times when because I bounced a lot, so usually when we closed the bar, we'd go to a diner, usually Greek owned, and I'd get the same thing every time, cheeseburger and French fries with gravy and cheese. But you could get, their menus are so huge, and it was good food. Richie knows what I mean as far as the diners up there. Freaking awesome. You don't find them like that here. It's funny how you get used to the things in your area, like growing up, in the the New Jersey, New York area, there's amazing food. But something as simple as a bagel. You go out to Arizona, you can't find a good bagel.
It's like an onion here. Like you get outside of the general central Georgia area, and the Vidalia onions stop being Vidalia onions and start being something else.
You know, like a sweet onion or something. We're talking about fruit. They're talking about exes, and there's like 4 conversations going on in chat. Greg says Waffle House is the only place you can eat, be drunk as fuck, and sit beside the cops and get a free pass
if you just act
if you
right.
just act right. Right?
Yup.
Helps that you buy their breakfast too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, you can eat. You got to eat though. If you're just over there drooling on yourself, I mean, at least get a cup of coffee, man.
Sharon
I
says,
tell you one thing.
Go ahead.
The Waffle House, we used to be the only franchise that you could go and get your own meat and bring it in, and they'd cook it for you.
Huh.
Yes,
Jim,
you could
Jim
go
said,
get your
"I'm
own
gonna take a
steak.
cup of coffee and be asleep 15 minutes after the show." I can do that too. I think that I adopted that from the Army. I would drink tons of coffee, being in the kitchen, and then go crash out. I can drink coffee and go to bed.
I want a good deep dish
At
pizza.
night, it's more psychological for me because I know it doesn't affect me that much. But there are some nights when I have trouble getting to sleep. Northwood says I met someone who could actually change my mind about never getting married again. Time will tell, though.
Oh, that's cool.
Good for you, brother.
Very cool.
God, I'm one of those Texas cuties. Good luck with that, man. Take your time.
It's meant to be, it'll be.
Okay, Sarah.
39 years. That's amazing.
Congratulations, brother. That's awesome. That is
I'm at
awesome.
17 myself. We figured it up yesterday. We were trying to figure out when we got married. And that's sad when a couple's sitting there going, you're like, we got married this one day, right? What was the day we got married? And we argue about it. It's just weird to me that neither one of us can specifically remember being married.
Like the wedding?
Well, I had a traumatic brain injury, and pretty sure she was hammered through the whole experience.
Just trying to get up the nerve to go through it, or
I explained the TBI had
TBI, he's drunk. I mean, it sounds like there should be a permission slip signed by a parent or something.
Something.
The TBI happened many years later, but that was one of the things I lost was like the whole thing. I remember coming out of the church. But anyway, she was marrying me. I was marrying her. And so everybody kept coming to me and asking, are you nervous? I was in the rectory shooting pool. I just, as cool as a cucumber. I wasn't even nervous, man. And everybody who come over and hit me up was like, hey, are you getting nervous? You starting to get cold feet? And I'm like, dude, I'm marrying her. She's the one that you need to go talk to because she's marrying me. She's the one that's going to get cold feet in this deal. Now rack them up.
Northwood says his parents are one day shy of 62 years of marriage when his dad passed away.
Wow.
See, that's a lifetime with someone. That's
Jay says, I've been married 2 months and I'm almost trained.
keeps peeing in the
I was
corner
gonna
though. Oh, you're very welcome, Val. And that's, Jay, we still haven't gone out yet. I'll have to do that soon. Go out and celebrate his marriage. Go over to the mason jar.
Right.
Sharon says,
You know her well.
Jay, poor Janet, she has a long way to go. I don't see his damn background's tripping me out.
What?
Well, I get that effect just because I'm smoking a cigarette, but that just trips me out. It looks like I
His
keep
background.
catching smoke going by on his. Yeah.
Stare too long, you get hypnotized.
Just relax and listen to the
Greg
sound.
says, Sunday, September 7th will be 29 years. I put up with this marriage bullshit.
Wow. Congratulations.
Way to go, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my relationship's still nice.
Mine probably shouldn't.
The first time was
No.
first marriage was like 7 years. The second one, 2. The second one was just should never have happened, but I guess you got to go through shit.
Live and learn. I suppose. Glorious and miserable years. That's funny.
And keep in mind that September 7th is the full moon this month.
That's right.
So,
That's so right.
take advantage of it. The battle at the moon. I only know that because we kind of,
Looking
with the fishing we pay
reports
attention to the moon.
phases.
Yeah.
That's cool. He says, I'm not in a hurry for anything. I won't make that mistake again.
Right on. Yeah, when I my whole the second marriage was just fucked up. I was drunk at the wedding. Guess I had nerves.
So what you're saying is you knew.
It's a premonition.
Yes.
You don't gotta answer.
Leave it
Yeah.
alone.
I got married on a train though. That was pretty cool. Tourist train. I worked
First-
on it.
I ever heard of that, but yeah, go for it, bro.
No, there was in Clarkdale, Arizona. It's called the Verde Valley or Verde Canyon Railroad, and I worked for them. And it's a tourist train. It goes 20 miles up along. It follows the Verde River. You go through red rocks, and it's fucking gorgeous. Cliffs, and there's a tunnel, but the views are amazing. So I picked a spot to stop the train and get married, and then continue the tour. And yeah, it was cool. I remember the whole thing, but then we went out afterwards and drank some more, and then went back to the hotel, and I passed out. She went out with my family and shit and did karaoke and whatnot while I was still sleeping in the hotel. It was just a fucked up night. And Craig says, I always wondered why divorce costs so much. Everyone says that they're worth it.
That's what it said when I got married to my ex. It was nowhere near a train. I didn't expect it to end in a train wreck.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, you have to go through some shit in your life, and I often wonder, like, well, okay, what did I have to learn in this one? You know, what was the lesson? She had an addiction. It's called gambling. That's a terrible addiction. There are times I
Yes,
wish she was an alcoholic. It's a lot cheaper to get drunk.
Well, that's the thing is you can't physically OD on gambling. You just break everybody you know.
Yeah. And that's it. Craig says, don't do it again. That's the lesson.
Right?
But, you know, I learned a lot, you know, as far as what people will do for their addiction, you know, and gambling's just, I mean, that's brutal.
It's ugly.
I mean, any addiction, drug, alcohol. But this was just, I don't know. Yeah, because it cost me everything I had, you know.
And you can't make them see it. There's no amount of talking or discussing or intervening because the next time is going to be the winner. And I'll show you.
Yep.
I got a hunch. I got a feeling.
You know, I get calls saying how she went into the bathroom of her, she stopped for gas, went into the bathroom, and she left her wallet in there, and all her money got stolen. Even the change. Like, what? She gambled it all away. I got that story like 2 or 3 times. Then I had people like landlords coming to me looking for rent. I'm like, I paid the rent. No, we haven't received anything. Oh, okay. You know, shit like that.
Jay, I planted a snake tree today. They only grow to 4 foot 6 inches. Something that Janet is actually taller than. She's gonna kick your ass, Jay.
I'm gonna make sure take a screenshot of that. Would you?
Right? I'll send it to her.
Where are we at? I got 20 minutes left. So Ben says he tried to come on, and now he's like,
He didn't go. Is he mad?
I mean, obviously the link
It
worked.
wasn't intentional.
No, I've
didn't
been watching
see
that. Plus, it shows me up here now.
Oh,
Up on
that's
top of the
right.
screen, it tells me if someone's
that's right.
backstage.
Jay says, shh.
So, links in chat.
But Jay, you're not much taller than her, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
Jay,
talk.
really.
I would not talk.
I almost tripped over him once.
Just because you can see over top the tree doesn't make you taller.
I'll tell you what, though, Jay can shoot pool.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'd come up tomorrow, Jay, but I gotta work. Jay plays pool like 3 times a week. So I go up occasionally and give him a good game.
Since everybody was talking about marriage, I figured I'd jump on here and tell a story of a buddy. He was sitting at the kitchen table one morning, and his wife come walking in. She could tell that he was deep in thought, a bit stoic. And she kind of tiptoed around him and then asked, what you thinking about? He said, next week will be our 20-year anniversary. And she was just amazed that he remembered, and she was just all happy and everything. He said, when your dad gave me a choice of marrying you or going to jail for statutory rape, if I'd have chosen the other, I'd be free next week.
True story. Live and learn.
That's my 2 cents. I'm done.
That's funny.
Don't quit. You're selling yourself short.
I hope everybody's having a great night. For those on a Monday through Friday schedule, happy Friday tomorrow.
I could complain, but nobody wants to hear it.
I don't know. I got one boat going up tomorrow. And it's like 10:30, so I don't have to be up at the butt crack of dawn. Oh, nothing against you, Jim.
Remember, the morning show is all about relaxation, easing into the day. So if it's going to be a hassle, it doesn't bother me if you don't show up.
We get there eventually.
No, lately I sleep through it.
And don't feel like you got to type. I can, listen to the birds, and they can do all the talking.
I gotta say hello. Good morning.
Jay says it used to be 2 inches taller. Fucking gravity.
Yeah, Jay, I used to be half an inch taller too.
I think I got you all beat. I used to be 6'2", bordering on 6'3". I broke my back in 2 spots, crushed my pelvis, and now I'm an even 6 foot.
Oh wow.
But
5'10", now I'm 5'7".
Did you hear that one?
Even Stevie's taller than me.
Stevie said she used to be 5'10", now she's 5'7".
Yep. True story.
Well,
but I could be 5'10" again.
you could be 4'3"
One
too.
day. I can do it again.
I keep telling Moggs to put in a lift kit.
Be hydraulic.
Right.
I haven't measured myself in a long time. I probably lost a half inch to an inch.
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
I don't see that.
I'm like 6'3". I don't know,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the scoliosis has anything to do with that, because one shoulder's shorter than the other or lower than the other.
I don't think it.
Sometimes you'll see me sitting here, and all of a sudden I'll be looking. I'll have to like raise up my other shoulder just to level it out.
Sharon says the discs in between our vertebrae shrink, hence we get small. My grandmother was 5'9", so I was told when she passed she was barely 4'11".
Yep.
Yeah, and she was never diagnosed with osteoporosis and nothing. It was just genetically she shrunk. My mother too.
That's like 10 inches.
I know.
What?
I've seen pictures of her standing tall.
You have an excuse. That's like
That's
incredible shrinking woman.
yes. She was tiny when I knew her.
So you guys at 6'3", I got a question. Whenever you travel and you're staying in a hotel or motel, do you ever get into rooms where the beds just aren't big enough for you? You got to lay catty corner or something?
I
I don't.
actually sleep with my feet off of every bed I sleep on.
My feet hang off the bed if I want them to, but I usually kind of
Curl up.
curl up a little. I sleep on my left side normally.
You're one of those people.
I saw the face you made. I was like, wait. He said,
I'm not in the
"You're
fetal position or anything, but I do bend my knees so just to get my feet from hanging off.
I can't sleep on my left side for nothing. As soon as I roll over on my left side, I get heartburn and sit up, wake up with the hiccups.
Whoops.
Don't know. But that's been since I was a little kid. So whatever it is, it's built that way.
I can't lay on my right side just because that's my bad shoulder. My arm will go numb and it'll just ache.
The only problem I have is being on my side. I always have this arm like under my pillow, but I don't know why it always falls asleep. I'm cutting off circulation somewhere. Then if I just move my hand out a little bit, it goes away.
I got to bounce. Much
All right.
love, brother, sister.
Good to see you. Good to see
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Take care. Thanks for stopping in.
Good to
And then-
meet you. Have a great weekend.
Yes, sir. You too. Much love. Sasquatch out.
Right on, man. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Was it something we said?
I know, right? No, he's been busy. I get notifications occasionally. He's doing a lot. You look at his channel. I
Got weirded out by the way I slept. You know,
All right.
fucking one of those people.
I'm out.
Uh-uh.
I linked to his channel and chat earlier, and when I went to his channel, he's got a lot. He's doing a lot.
Right on.
Yeah, there's a lot of different channels from his original.
Karen says my mom was 5 foot and shrank to 4'3". I am worried since I'm 4'11". Does that mean I'm going to be that small too? She did not have osteoporosis. I have
Wow.
osteo.
Porosis, yeah.
No, it's spelled different.
Something else? Oh,
Osteopenia. Pena.
And you,
Osteopenia.
I've got a family member that was always taller than me, and now they're like 3 inches shorter than me.
An older family member?
Yes, by 10 years.
Well, me and my dad were always close in height, and then by the time he passed, he was probably down to 6 foot.
when I lost my legs and I got my prosthetics, I remember my oldest daughter, she's 5'4", I think, if that. She first thing she said was, "Damn it, Mom, you're still taller than me." I used to joke around about her height growing up when she was growing up, and I remember she come to the house one time as an adult, and she said, "Mom, you still put the snacks in the cupboard over the stove." I used to put the snacks up there so the girls wouldn't be able to reach them in the cabinet over the stove. And just out of habit, still did that, and she still couldn't reach them.
Greg says, I saw a girl ask a guy, "How big are you?" He said 6'2", 8 inches. She said, "Not 6'10". He said, "No, that was 2 measurements." They said 6'2", and I got 8 inches. Left my ass off. But anyway.
Well, everybody from your chat that shows up for the morning show, I greatly appreciate them. They've always been friendly to the people that come into my chat.
Well, that's because they're from this channel.
Well,
We
there's
don't get nasty people here.
yeah, that's true. There's other people though that other places, and everybody is friendly, and I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you've got a big Philippine following.
Yeah, they do the singing channels, and I
Yeah.
enjoy watching most of them. And somebody else, another channel, got me introduced to them. And some of the singers are better than others, but still, I
Oh,
can put them on and work around the house or whatever.
sure.
Well, everyone in your chat is lovely. They're decent people. Nice to
Yeah.
talk to.
And it's building. It's over 1,600 now.
Well, I
Right
just
on.
posted a link to your channel, so y'all go check them out. Nice in the morning. Wake up,
Sharon
have a cup
says-
of coffee, or
Jim has a great channel. It's one of my favorites.
right.
Yeah, really laid back. Comes with a might put you to sleep warning, but it's okay, laid back.
Plus, you get the mugshot of the day.
Yes. Power plant cup.
Sort of goes something like this.
Jay says, Jim, I sleep really good through your channel.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate knowing that. I really do. Danny does also. I think I'm his alarm clock. I say bye and he wakes up.
He's waking up.
Yeah, Karen's too busy in the morning. Got
Yeah.
Getting hubby ready and
Yeah.
everything that goes with that.
chores. She says I don't sit down until about 10. But then you get these surprise, Jim's camera out doing his live, and you're in the woods somewhere, and it sucks because I miss those too half the time.
I'm sorry. I read Sharon's response to Greg. Wow, Greg, that's nuts. I thought she was referring to the one you read out loud. I had to go back and I saw what she was responding to, but my first initial sorry.
I need to sing when I got
It
my
was fitting,
ankle
by the
replaced.
way.
I lost an inch in leg length in my right leg. I'm 6'1" on my left leg and 6 on my right. Huh.
It's throwing my hips out of alignment.
If people get relaxed and they go to sleep, I'm happy.
Do you make up with it, Greg, with your shoes? Like a higher sole of your shoe, extra thick.
Insert.
Oh no, an outer sole where it's an orthotic almost. It's just thicker, so it's
Special made.
one would be normal sneaker, the other one would have a thicker sole, so it's
To make
adjust
up for
for
that
that
adjustment.
inch. The insole might work too, but I don't know if you can make up an inch that way.
I can understand the hips and the alignment because the prosthetics, that was one of the requirements that I had to meet in order to be eligible for the prosthetics. It's that hip movement, and just the slightest bit off just fucks you up. I mean, it does. It hurts. It aches. There's certain movements you can't do. So I feel for you, Greg. I truly get what you're going through. It sucks.
And I forgot to mention this. Last week, coming back from the mountain, 2 coyotes ran across the road in front of me. The first time I've seen for sure 2 coyotes. I think that's what they were anyway.
I had this lady today at work. She come into the office. She had been playing tennis. Today was the first opening season for the league. She had been back on the back courts. I have 25 tennis courts. She's on court 23. She comes up on her way out and says that, hey, there's a squirrel that fell out of the tree right outside of court 23. She was like, I hate to leave it there. I left some water, but it looks like it's not moving. She thought it was injured. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get somebody to check on it. So she left, and like probably an hour and a half later, she calls back. I had forgotten about it.
Squirrel?
Didn't send anybody out to take a look. And I was like, oh, damn. I got so preoccupied. I said, let me take a walk. I got your number. I'll call you back as soon as I find something. I go out there and as I'm approaching the area, I'm like, there's 50 trees out here. Which one's it? But she had left a water container, container with some water in it for it. So I spotted that. I walk over to the tree and I'm looking, before I even approach close, I'm watching where I'm walking because God forbid I step on anything. I get closer to the tree and I see it's camouflaged behind just little blades of grass up against the base of the tree. It's truly camouflaged into the bark. So I saw its tail sticking out. I was like, oh, started talking to it. And as I got closer, I'm probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 inches from it, about to grab it from behind. And it scurries up the tree. I was like, oh, okay. So then I follow around, and next thing you know, you see me out there. I can only imagine if anybody saw me. I'm just circling the tree, and as I am, it's going up, spiraling up and around, trying to get away from me. It got a little bit higher than me, and I'm like, "Oh, this thing's fine." He just broke loose from the nest,
Yeah.
So I took a couple pictures after I walked. I backed off a bit, and I snapped a couple photos, and I called the lady, and I spent the next 20 minutes trying to convince her that it's just fine. She was willing to drive back from Lake Nona to come. She had found a rescue. She was ready to
really?
pick it up, and wanted me to make sure it was okay. She said when she was out there, there was a hawk flying around. That's probably why it was ducked down where it was at. But it was the tiniest thing. It was so cute. I took a couple.
I saw the pictures. First thought that went through my head was, I want it.
I know. I brought a box out there with me. I had gloves. I was just about to grab him when he scurried up the tree. But here, see if you can show that. There's little blades of grass that are probably about 2 inches, 3 inches tall that he's hiding behind.
Tina, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tail is right there.
But look how you just enlarged the photo. You can't see it. Scroll it back in.
No, that's the whole.
No.
See his paw really good. And Richie worked for the Bronx Zoo.
His color.
I didn't know that,
He was
Richie.
born in the Bronx.
I was going to say he was born there. But yeah, it was cute as hell. I kind of thought if it was injured, I might take it home. I considered it. These are the thoughts that I was having walking towards it. But then when I get there and it starts scurrying up the tree, I was like, oh, you're fine.
I saw a squirrel in my backyard here once. And I was like, what are you doing here? You're nuts. You know how many cats are around here?
There are tons of cats.
True story.
Yeah. But it was cool because when I approached the tree, I heard an adult squirrel barking at me before I even got close. So Mama was good. Up there, I'm sure.
She was chick. She knew what was going on.
That is correct, Greg. Stevie is an inspiration. We've got several people that come into this chat that's an inspiration.
Yeah, Greg, I had decided before that, like you said, life don't stop. I had to keep going. Still tell myself that every day.
You had a pretty good support.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. That did help big time. Having good people surrounding me, encouraging me.
I remember you first telling your story about the lady helping you walk on the trail when you first got your prosthetics. But I did not catch that it was on the Skyline Drive.
Oh, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That just brings the story closer to home.
Before I lost my legs, for 2 years leading up to that, I had hiked sections of the Appalachian Trail starting here in Florida, or starting in Georgia, excuse me. And got some distance into the trail and would love to keep doing that. But that's what made me drive into that parking lot was, I got to see it,
Sure.
It's the closest I've been to it since I lost my legs. So.
And just to have that woman pull in a Jeep and have a Bigfoot on the back of her bumper was like, come on.
It was meant to be.
Because I'm the same way. If I see a bumper sticker or a window sticker, I'm going to talk to that person if I can.
Yep.
And I always get the same, it came with the truck. Or, my sister-in-law gave it to me. I don't, and I put it on the truck. And There's a reason. There's a reason you give someone a Bigfoot. It's because there's an interest there. It's not a random thing that
Right.
somebody gives you that. You have to express something.
Well, I do remember with that lady when I asked her about the sticker, she said it was her husband, but she knew there was a story there. She just didn't know what the story was. So it wasn't her sticker per se, or I'm not even sure that was her vehicle. It was that she was driving, but she had other stickers from everywhere that they've hiked. So of course they picked up a Bigfoot
Riley, good to
sticker
see you.
somewhere.
Said I failed the Appalachian Hike Trail 5 times.
Man, I'd love to, even if it's still in sections. I'd love to go back to it. I just want to get back in the forest, hike, now that I can.
I don't know. I think nowadays it's they're too crowded.
Yes.
You know, you don't, because they tell you don't go and stay at those hiker cabins, and because they're just overcrowded, and
Yeah.
some, you hear bad stories.
Greg says
Yeah.
sometimes the Lord arranges meetings in our lives. Absolutely. And that day, definitely. Because, I mean, what are the odds I'm going to have someone pull up next to me in the parking lot in the middle of, the Skyline Drive, some random spot I just happen to pull over, and then find out that she is an active physical therapist for amputees. I mean, you couldn't have
That
planned it better.
was divine.
Show me how to use the walking sticks to get up that mountain, literally that mountain. It was cool.
We are at that
Yes, it's that time.
2-hour
It's
mark. It went pretty quick.
I did.
It flew by.
Good conversation.
Absolutely.
Great company.
Caucasian Sasquatch, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, man, it's so good to
Good to
see
see you.
for sure.
Jim,
I'm
always a pleasure.
As always.
I'm going to depart to chat and let you guys say bye to one another and everybody there.
Bye.
For those who are up, I'll see you in the morning. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday.
All right,
All
brother.
right, dude. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Wow, Sharon. Are you starting your day, or are you going to be able to get some rest? Yeah, she said night, everybody. Maybe that's to us, but
Jay says, so they bought a cup with Bigfoot picture on it. It says, I hate people.
Greg, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. It's humbling.
It's 5:09 a.m. for me. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Take a nap
Yeah.
before you have to go to work.
I know.
It's too early. All right, guys. If you guys had a good time, please hit that like button below. Show some love. Share it out. And leave comments. We like comments.
Yes, we do.
I sometimes forget to go look at the comments.
And hit the new hype thing, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Hype this shit up.
Yeah. Thanks, Sharon, Guy, for that.
If not, no worries.
Yeah, because we don't know what it does, but couldn't hurt.
But you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll be back on Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.